Squad? MizzyWorld Entertainment is back to present another episode of MadMizzy Sports. We are the hosts. I am MadMizzy, Ron Money, Quant Show Love in the building. What's the deal, fellas?
What's going on, everybody?
Corny ass Monday, but shout out to everybody that's having a good one.
Facts, man. Starting off the week on a positive note. Hopefully, you did what I'm saying. Before we jump into the rundown, y'all already know the routine. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button, that alert button, that share button, and get ready to comment on all the topics because we want to know what y'all thinking just as much as what we thinking. You got a message as well, Q?
Yeah, I want to give a special shout out to the chat for rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, if y'all looking to support the machine, y'all could do that effectively with our cash app, which is the money sign. What up, squad? Again, if you looking to support the machine, and if you love the product that we, giving y'all, support the machine at the cash app dollar sign. What up, squad? That's what it is, guys.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have a name for it in the comments section with the spelling and everything. You dig what I'm saying? But we jumping into the rundown. And we started off with the Clippers Warriors game last night. Reaction from my guys, man. What's your reaction to that amazing game last night to end off the 2024-25 NBA regular season?
Go ahead, Ryan. Start it off, Ryan. It's on you.
Yeah, man. That was some great, awesome basketball. I mean, I wasn't really watching basketball this year until the last game of the season, and that was some great, great, awesome basketball. I thought the Warriors were gonna pull it out because you know me, I rock out with the Dubs, but I mean,
Yes, sir.
unfortunately they didn't get the win. Went to overtime.
Hmm.
But shout out to the Warriors and shout out to the Clippers, man. This West, this Wild West, man. This
Yeah.
hopefully hopefully we'll get a good
I know. I feel as
NBA.
though we will. We're gonna get into like the most intriguing matchup heading into the playoffs as we head down the lineup and everything. But yeah, man, it's looking like it's gonna be a beautiful playoff run in the Western Conference, man. In my opinion.
Showed up, Harden showed up, Steph Curry showed up.
Yep.
Man,
All the stars showed up. Yep.
hopefully we can see this through the playoffs, man. I like what I
Yep.
seen, man. I really like what I seen, man. And shout out to the NBA, man. Let's about to have some fun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Now that y'all got that out the way, I want to speak to this loss though. This loss against the Clippers showed me two things. Yeah, I mean, one, the Warriors ain't quite where we need them to be because they with this loss they set themselves back or whatever. And
Hmm.
Right,
I wanted the Warriors to win going into the playoffs. That way they wouldn't have to be in this playing game or this.
right.
It's just give us another mountain to climb. You know what I'm saying, or another part of the
For
mountain to
sure.
climb.
Sure,
For
right.
Um,
sure. Starting
I wish
at the base when you could have skipped it. You know what I mean?
exactly. That's a good analogy. Starting at the base when they could have skipped it. I mean, going into the playoffs, I'm sure all three of us thought the Warriors was a stronger team than the Clippers. But one thing
Hmm.
with a
Yep.
healthy Kawhi Leonard out there on the court, man, only thing it's proven that is when he is healthy, this dude is to be
He's still a
respected. You
top
know what I
dog.
mean?
He's still a
And
top
then you
dog.
got James Harden out there facilitating the rock. You know what I mean? He stepping up clutch. You know what I mean? Definitely looking effective over there with the Clippers. And who
Hmm.
knows who would have thought that the departure of Paul George would have with the healthy with a healthy version of Kawhi Leonard would be in this position. I mean they doing better than I ever would have gave them credit for. So shout out to the Clippers for
For
looking
sure.
strong and Warriors Nation. What y'all doing out there, man? If we got any fans out of Oakland or the Bay Area who really want to tap in with us and let us know what's going on with the Warriors, man, let us know. But yeah, that was a costly loss going against the Clippers, but I still got high hopes for the Warriors, but the Clippers look serious. I ain't gonna lie, the Clippers look serious.
For sure. I completely agree with that, Q. You wanted to kind of focus on the loss for the Warriors because if y'all don't know, of course, they are the Philadelphia Homers. So they represent all the Philadelphia teams, but they do like the Warriors. And of course, I support the Warriors as well. I root for Steph Curry, you feel what I'm saying? So we kind of a Warrior show, you dig what I'm saying? And that was a bad joint, but we've been gone for a little minute. And I feel like the real loss, Q, was when they lost to San Antonio. You can't lose to San Antonio without Wemby and without De'Aaron Fox on your home court. That's why they in this position. Because honestly, I feel like if they were to beat San Antonio, then they get in a position where, all right, they might be the fifth seed, and then that's that fifth seed where you're going up against Denver. I don't really think they wanted to play the Lakers coming into the playoffs. I don't think that played into them losing. Don't get me wrong about that. You feel what I'm saying? But I just feel like the fifth seed would have been in a lot better spot for the Warriors, and them losing to San Antonio was just way more devastating than this loss. This loss, like we said, the stars showed up, and that's just what happens when you got the stars showing up and Draymond blowing an easy layup. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. Sometimes these games go that way. You can't have that game go that way against the San Antonio Spurs when you knew everybody was still winning. Your Minnesota Timberwolves, Q, they was still winning at that time. The Warriors knew they couldn't drop that game, and this is the position that they find themselves in. But I'm not too shook. I spoke on this morning, and they should beat the brakes off of Memphis. Memphis hasn't beaten a team in the Western Conference with a winning record since January. They should beat the brakes off of Memphis. You feel what I'm saying? So they should beat the brakes off of Memphis. And then they got the young Rockets team, who we know Steph want to get his smoke back on because they just held him to 3 points. So you got Steph, and hopefully they get Jimmy Butler being a little bit more healthy. If they win tomorrow, they'll have 4 days to rest until I think that that series will start on Sunday. So they have 4 days to rest. I'm not too worried about the Warriors, but I do think we got to give a lot of props to the Clippers and how they did turn it around. And James Harden, he was holding it down this entire time when Kawhi Leonard was getting right. And now Kawhi Leonard looks like the most juvie, like the most loose he's ever looked in years, in my opinion. Like we were
Yeah,
speaking
me
on this when
too.
he first came back, remember? So I mean, with if Kawhi's gonna be there like that, then you don't even need James Harden to be James Harden. As long as he just don't be utterly garbage and he show up every now and again, that's a scary team, man. That's a scary team, especially with Norman Powell, because we know Norm gonna go out there and he gonna be a dog and he gonna drop them numbers. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's a lot of protection over Harden with this team as long as they can stay healthy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I clearly agree.
But we spoke on this a little bit, but are we worried about the Warriors? Q, Ron, what's your take? Y'all worried?
Chat, I just want to know, chat, if y'all worried, chat. I mean, my thing is, I'm a fan of when these teams go on runs, man, going into the playoffs. When you stumbling and fumbling on your way into the playoffs, you just
Hmm.
don't look as strong to me. So to answer the question, yeah, I'm worried about the Warriors, man, especially with the reemergence of the Clippers. Like I said, that last take, man, they looking strong, they looking formidable. So
Mm-hmm.
the position that I had the Warriors, which like a top three team in the West, not talking about their
Mm-hmm.
record, just on they play. But
Mm-hmm.
now I feel like the Clippers got something to say. So chat, let me know if y'all agree, y'all disagree with me. Let me know, man. Yeah, but that's the Clippers with the emergence of the Clippers. I am worried about the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm worried about them too because, like they said, they couldn't put themselves in this predicament in the play-in tournament. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the only reason why I'm worried about them because now the old guys can't get that rest that they needed, and now they
Yeah.
gotta go through the play-in, and that could really cost them for real because you playing extra games that you only need to play. So
Yep.
that's a little worrying.
Hopefully, hopefully it stay to one game. I mean, to me, I'm only getting worried if they lose Tuesday. If they lose tomorrow, then I'm gonna get worried because, like I said, I just gave you all the stats on the Memphis Grizzlies. They were a top seed in the Western Conference until the All Star break, and then they just fell apart. You feel what I'm saying? They fell all the way to what was that, the eighth seed. So for me, I'm not gonna get worried completely on the Warriors until they really get to if they lose Tuesday. But because I look at it like right now in the position that they in, they gonna have to go through the young crew to get to the finals, to the Western Conference Finals at least. They gonna dodge that middle because if they get to the they win Tuesday, they gonna get the Rockets. Then if they beat the Rockets, they gonna be the lowest seed most likely, and they'll probably face OKC in that second round. So
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't feel too scared about them going through that gauntlet. You feel what I'm saying? I would be more so scared of them going up against like Minnesota because they was in the Western Conference Finals last year. Of them going up against the Lakers because they do got Luca and LeBron. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, them dodging those teams kind of is
Right.
a benefit. Is a
True.
Yeah.
benefit
Yeah, I can see that.
as long as
Yeah.
they win Tuesday. As long as they win tomorrow,
Right.
Yeah.
man, they gotta win tomorrow. But with that being said, we got most of the NBA bracket set up as far as the playoffs go. what to y'all is the most intriguing NBA playoff matchup right now?
I mean, it's some real strong competition out west. It's
Hmm
some strong competition out east. But I'm gonna be paying attention to this Timberwolves Lakers series first round. Y'all
Yeah.
know, yeah. I mean, I'm high on Anthony Edwards, and
hmm
at some point, though, my dog gotta take down somebody that really matter. We don't want to see y'all beat down teams that don't matter. I want to see y'all destroy the Lakers. I want to see y'all beat teams like Denver. I want to see y'all beat teams like Dallas of last year, which is the Lakers of this year. I want to see y'all beat the Rockets. Beat a team that matter. Don't be beating these teams that we know y'all better than, even though your record is not as strong as it was last year. But
hmm
chat, let me know if y'all agree, man. I mean, Anthony Edwards, all special talent, but the playoffs is the time where you want to showcase that talent. So if y'all getting bounced out in the first round or the second round, AE, you gotta figure that out, man. I don't want to see just talent. I want to see talent turned into success. You know what I mean? Who cares if the dude play well if his team keep losing when it matters? So that's what the round one. I'm looking at the Lakers Timberwolves. That's the series I'm watching closely.
Congratulations to Anthony Edwards too. Last night, I think he became the youngest player to win the 3-point title. You know what I'm saying? Highest shooting percentage for the season. He got the
Yeah, for the
three-point
season,
title
I
this
heard.
year. Yep,
Shout out to
yep. So
AE.
congrats to AE. You feel what I'm saying? Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, whatever you want to call him. You feel what I'm saying? The three-point champ this year, youngest player in NBA history.
Yeah, yeah, I completely agree with Quants. But I'm gonna go on the Eastern Conference because we already know that West gonna be crazy. It's definitely gonna be
hmm
speed basketball. But
hmm
I'm gonna go on the East side. I'm gonna go with the Pacers and in the
The
Bucks. They play,
Bucks,
yeah, the
the
Pacers and the Bucks.
rematch. This is the
Yeah,
rematch, Punk.
yeah, this Pacer team, man. You look at this team. You look at this team on paper. You be like, who is the star of this team? And you be like, I
Mm.
don't see a star on this team, but
Yeah,
they
if you
got a
really don't
lot.
pay attention to ball, you know what I'm saying? Because every
Yeah,
Tyrese Halliburton not a household name, I wouldn't think. You feel what I'm saying?
right, but they play with a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yep.
how is this
They play
team this good?
together.
You know what I'm saying?
Because ain't nothing
And
else to do in Indiana but play ball. That's why.
and them boys play basketball, man, and you just love to
Yep.
see. And you look on the other side in Milwaukee. Hopefully they get Dame back. But
hmm
I ain't hearing nothing about him coming back or not. But you know, you still
Nope.
got a champion in Giannis,
And they got
and
Bobby, and they've been on a win streak lately. You know what I'm saying? KPG.
that's
Shout out to
what
Kevin Porter Jr. They pick up. That was a very underrated pickup from the Bucks, man. That young kid is
That's
crazy.
my
You know what I'm
dog.
saying?
That's my dog. I always said, man,
Yeah, he's
KPJ, man. I never really
facts.
wanted him to leave the Rockets. I feel like him and Jalen Green was the future, but he caught that little
Bruh, that
situation
them two?
that got him suspended. He came back. He played a little for the Clippers, but he was a
Yeah.
solid pickup for anybody as far as
Yep.
I'm concerned, because that's my dog. Outside of his
Yep.
shenanigans off the court,
hmm
KPJ.
He a beast. He a beast. Athletic, can shoot, dog. Yeah.
yeah, that's
You
the
that
series.
that, that was a great point right there.
That's the series I'm looking forward to. I think that's
That's a good
going to be.
joint, right? That's a good
Do
Yeah,
you
joint.
think they can beat the Pacers if Dame don't come back though? That's my question.
Man, the Pacers is a team that we always constantly underrating.
right.
So, the fact that I know the Lakers. I mean, I know the Pacers should be taken serious though. I mean, if a full health, we all go on Milwaukee, but you don't
right,
want to overlook the Pacers because they can beat
right,
you. They can
right.
beat
Facts.
you. They can
They
beat
can.
Facts.
anybody in the East
That's a
for real.
good
For real,
question,
you catch
man.
them on a good
That's a
day.
good
The
question.
Pacers,
Without Dame, is
they
this
useless.
without Dame? This series definitely going seven. I think this series was going at least six with Dame. So
hmm
that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be definitely hard. It's going to
So
be hard.
Dame is not going. He not playing. He's not going to be a part of this series at all.
I mean, we ain't nobody heard nothing yet. Ain't no updates been coming
But
out.
yo,
They
the
said they've
series
been
going
working
up this
around the
year.
clock and it's been going good. You feel what I'm saying? I think they said he started working out and all that, but I mean, that's a long ways from playing.
To
So,
me, the Milwaukee just they got too many older players that they rely on
yep,
to help that team move.
that
Like
kind of
it's
hit that
still
wall.
yeah, because they need Brooke Lopez to play good. They need Kyle Kuzma to play good. They need Bobby Portis to play good. So
Yep,
I
let
mean,
yep.
me
they've
know
been
which
playing
Pacers
good
team
ball.
y'all get.
They've
You
been
say
playing
The
right?
good
Pacers
ball.
gonna run. That's a fact.
Yeah, they
You know what
gonna
I'm
run
saying?
and they gonna shoot the ball and they gonna shoot the
Yeah,
Yep,
ball. So
yep,
right. This is gonna be a good series.
Yes,
with or
sir.
without with or without Dave. You know what I'm saying? But on the without Dave tip, it could definitely be bad for Milwaukee because
I was gonna say without Dave, we
because
looking at 4-1,
this team,
4-2,
man, they know how to run
Yeah.
ball. Man.
and the
They know how,
Facts.
patience. They
yeah.
It's all going to be about if they can contain Giannis. You feel what I'm saying? And
right.
I mean, then they beat them last year, so the Bucks might have a little want to get back. But I mean, it's all about if you got the talent. I mean, it's all
Right.
about
Contain
if you got the
Giannis.
talent. And I think that Doc he gonna have to.
At the
revive his
coach.
name a little bit with this series. You feel me? So
He's
yeah,
definitely
he gonna have the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? I would. I mean, you got Giannis and he's played amazing this year. You feel what I'm saying? Been shooting a lot better throughout this year. So I would say that you always got a shot as long as you got Giannis. Especially, I mean, when we know we've seen like in the NBA, the best player most of the time beats a better team. You get what I'm saying? As long as he stays healthy and he dominates the series, and we know Giannis has that ability. So I'm gonna say, of course they could, but there's gonna be an uphill battle without Dame. I mean, it's gonna be an uphill battle.
Uphill battles, chat. Definitely gonna be an uphill battle.
My intriguing matchup, though, I'm gonna have to rock with Q. I was going to try to switch it up and go with Nuggets Clippers. That's gonna be a good joint, but I just feel like I don't know. Without Michael Malone, that's an uphill battle as well.
Yeah, it
You feel what
is.
I'm saying? You got a coach coming. I think this will be his fourth game coaching going into the series, fourth or fifth game coaching, and you going up against Tyronn Lue, a finals winning head coach, and they playing hot right now. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But I just think it's a lot like Q was saying. I think it's a lot on the line for AE. Last year, you came out there, you swept the Suns. You feel what I'm saying? Got your idol out of there after you was like, yo, you my guy. I've been looking up to you this, that, and the third, but I'm going to smoke you on the court. Then unexpectedly came back and beat the Denver Nuggets. You feel what I'm saying? Down 20 points in game 7. Nah, let me get that. I want that. You feel what I'm saying? Now he kind of faded away in the Western Conference Finals, but I just feel like if you come back this year and then you beat Luca and LeBron in the first round, and then you gonna move on to what probably who would that
crazy.
be? OKC maybe? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Or I don't know.
No, it
We'll
might
see
be
how that
OKC.
pans
It
out.
might
But
be OKC.
regardless, I mean, that'll be a team that I don't think anybody will want to see. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, they did start to mesh. That Julius Randle experiment started to get a lot better towards the end of the year. You feel what I'm saying? So with Anthony Edwards shooting the lights out, and of course we know his slashing and athletic ability, he's just like a Giannis. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot on the line for him this series, and I'm gonna be just like you. I'm gonna keep an eye out for it to see if he tries to take the bull by the horn.
Yeah, to me, man, ain't nothing like the first round of the NBA playoffs, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then you got games just it's like 4 or 5 games every day. You know what I'm
That
saying? Two
matters.
games a
Everybody playing
night.
hard.
Right.
Yep. Yep. High level competition. High level competition. You feel what I'm saying? All here for it. So let's get over to some college football news that was released over the weekend. We had Nico. I had his name. I was
I,
practicing his last name and all that. I ain't even
yeah.
gonna try it though, because it didn't slip my mind and I'm a butcher it. You feel what I'm saying? But Nico, the quarterback from the University of Tennessee, ended up holding out due to contract disputes from his NIL deal, and he is now entering the transfer portal this upcoming, I believe, Wednesday, Thursday, one of these days. But he is no longer on the University of Tennessee football team. What's going on, man? Who y'all? What side y'all on in this one, man? Nico, Tennessee, or do y'all think this is just something that the NCAA might have to get used to?
Yeah, they definitely. I'm gonna make it real quick. Yeah, it's something they definitely gotta get used to because these kids got representation now. These dudes, these agents, they acting like managers or
Hmm.
supervisors of players, and they just they moving like it's like they in the pros. So real
Hmm.
quick, it's the agent's fault. So it's the agent trying to secure
Facts.
more money for their players. That's it.
Facts.
I completely agree. But I heard the school was saying this young man don't even volunteer himself out when it's like events and all that. So I mean, I'm definitely on his side. You know what I'm saying? It's money in this boy, and I want my bread. So, but if
Facts for sure.
the school come out and say he don't even act like the quarterback or the top player of the program, I mean,
Hmm.
I'm gonna believe the school. You know what I'm saying? These young
Facts.
men don't get no events, so he's just out here for the bread, huh?
Well,
So
when it's time to get bread, Ryan, people gonna always try to smear your name when it's
For sure. For
contracts on the
sure.
line, it's money on the
Or
line.
when it's
So
like this, yeah, where it's something big like this,
yeah,
like
they
one
gonna try
side
to
always
smear your
going to want
name.
to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so they don't gotta give you all that money that you asking for. They gonna try to
Yeah,
A dude could die and they'll be like, what was his religion? Was he community activist? You know what I'm saying? We see this in
yeah,
Right.
propaganda with
Yeah,
the news all
facts.
the time. You know what I
Facts.
mean? When they want to
right.
We don't
paint
know
you
what's
in a
true. You
certain
know what I'm
light,
saying?
when they want to paint you in a certain light, they reveal certain things. When they want to paint you in another light, they reveal those certain things. So
Hmm.
I mean,
And they
certain
like
things
4
can't
Facts.
be
million.
said.
We ain't giving you 4 million, bro. You only worth two. So it was like,
And you
yeah,
don't do nothing on our
I'm
behalf,
gonna
and
do
you
that.
don't. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know how that goes.
right, right, yeah, right.
Facts.
But
Facts.
I completely agree. Hopefully he find another school. You know, I like the kid. He got a missile he got a missile, man. This kid could
Yeah,
play.
he was slinging it last year in that college football game, in that
This kid,
college
yeah,
football playoff game up in
definitely.
Ohio. It was frigid
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
looking out for him next season. Then
yeah, yeah, yeah. We all know Archie Manning gonna be the top quarterback, but this gonna be a sleeper. He's definitely gonna be a sleeper. Definitely gonna
Yeah.
be a
Lamar on the
sleeper.
rise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
And
it is
two.
what it is. Hopefully he'll come back out and
Hmm.
snap on whoever school he go to. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the kid. He got talent.
Yeah, he definitely got talent. You feel what I'm saying? And I agree with Q. I definitely think it's all representation, especially like right now, like the NCAA doesn't have any regulation on like people even having to be like regulated agents. You feel what I'm saying? So it could be me or Q out there representing them, and we hey, listen, if somebody said they about to give you four, listen, bro. But he a
Yeah,
grown ass man, bro. You got to show up to meetings. You got to show up to practice. You already signed a contract. Getting $2 million as the number one guy on campus in
right,
college is beyond more than enough, bro. Yes, we was. I'm not saying these kids. I will never ever say these motherfuckers should not get paid what they deserve. You feel what I'm saying? But you need to
right.
stop pocket watching everybody else because he went out there and he said all this after the Carson Beck deal. Everything blew up after Carson Beck got his little 4 million. I think to go to Miami or
He
wherever he
set the
went to. You feel what I'm
market, so
saying?
now it's time to like you
For
said, we
for
pocket
sure.
watching now. Somebody
Yeah,
set
Yeah,
the
for
market. It's
sure.
time for pocket watching.
Oh, for sure. But you setting up a bad
yeah,
Precedent, but
right,
president.
the narrative's
Exactly.
about
Because
there.
Carson Beck is leaving because he didn't have a job in
Yeah,
Georgia.
right.
He had a bad year
yeah,
last year. You feel what I'm saying? And Miami just lost Cam Ward. So they like, all right, it's a match. You feel what I'm saying? You
yeah.
can't be watching because everybody ain't that situation. Just like Trevor Lawrence is getting paid more than Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
How many quarterbacks? He's one of the top paid quarterbacks. He's not better than them. It's the
No.
circumstances. You get what I'm saying? You cannot be watching other people's circumstances and thinking that you just got to do that. And families got to be more involved as far as being that sound person to say, if you got one more good year at Tennessee, right, and you getting 2 million regardless, that means you're probably going to be a top 10 pick next year in the NFL draft, bro.
Mhm.
What you chasing money now for? And
Right,
then it's a
right,
bad precedent that you setting as you heading into the NFL. Because then what you think NFL teams is thinking? Well, damn, he
right,
already leaving, holding out in college.
right,
Damn,
right,
my man
right.
gonna have one good game in the NFL and be like, listen, bro, I need a new
Yeah,
contract. Like, bro, we gotta set a precedent. You already getting big buku money, bro. And you wasn't at Tennessee last year. I don't know how much Joe Milton was getting when he was playing at Tennessee. It probably wasn't 2 million. And Hendon
right,
Hooker, he was a Heisman Trophy candidate when he was at
right,
Tennessee. He probably wasn't
right,
getting paid 2 million. You feel what I'm
right.
saying? So listen, I do want these players to get what they deserve, but don't be out here pocket watching, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Be happy, be appreciative of what you got. You is at a great
Absolutely.
program, a program that's connected with one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history,
Mhm.
Peyton Manning. You get what I'm saying? So you connected with a lot of stuff right now. You feel what I'm saying? And I hope he does go out there and hopefully he does get his money and he lands somewhere good. I'm not hoping that he doesn't. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But don't set a precedent that anytime you have one good year, you coming back for more money because nobody respects that, bro. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm
right,
saying? Nobody
right,
respects one good year. I'm sorry. Where
right.
was you at before last year, Nico?
That's
You
a good
know,
point.
Ron? Because we watch college football. I don't know where he was at before last
He
year, bro.
was, no, he was a freshman. I don't know where he was at.
You feel
I
me?
don't know where he
So,
was. I don't know where he
so I
was at.
mean, like I said, 2 million. That's good money. And if you can get the four, then get it. But I'm not ever going to agree with you. Not showing up to practice and not showing up to meetings and all
Quarterback,
that
bro.
stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Holding out. You feel what I'm saying? Like in college, like you getting two
yeah,
mil, bro. To be a
come on.
college athlete, to be a student, you're still a student athlete, bro. You're getting
Yeah,
paid
right.
$2 million, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm
quarterback of the
saying.
team. You gotta be the leader, bro. You gotta lead. You gotta lead.
Exactly. Like we know Tom Brady for always taking less because he wanted other players to get theirs. You feel what I'm saying? How is everybody else going to eat if you taking most of the NIL money? That's another precedent that these kids got to think about. Like this NIL money ain't just grandioso for everybody, bro. And it's 100+ players on a college football team, bro.
Yeah, way more than a football team.
Exactly, an NFL team. So I mean, you got to think about that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. Hopefully you get that money, but I just ran down the three quarterbacks that Tennessee just had. I doubt they're gonna have a problem finding another quarterback. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully
I was,
Nico find a good spot. You man.
I was great. Just say that the coach came right out. Was like, oh well,
Yeah,
this is a
like
program. This is a program. We got other quarterbacks. Oh well.
exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, the NCAA got to draw a line with what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? Like because like they were saying, like dudes can get paid from two different programs in 1 year just off of these NIL deals. So I mean, if the money out there, why wouldn't you go for it? You feel what I'm saying? So NCAA got to do something. You feel what I'm saying? NCAA got to do something. Let's get over to some NFL news, though, man. We got huge news out of New Orleans that could shift the whole trajectory of the NFL draft. We got Derek Carr could miss the entire 2025 NFL season. What do y'all think this? How do y'all think this will affect the New Orleans Saints draft? And what do y'all think they will do?
Yeah, man. I mean, they got to look towards the future. So at some point, they're gonna be.
Picking at number 9.
Yeah, but I think this year they I think this is another year where he just trying to figure things out. I mean, next year, like Ryan said about Arch Manning, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be
Mm-hmm.
in the next year's draft. So I feel like that's the quarterback everybody gonna be putting their head in the ring for. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't tell me, that's the organization his granddad played for. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
if you telling me
Facts.
that he don't think there's a possibility that he could end up somewhere in New Orleans like his granddad or one of the places his uncles played for, you know what I mean? I feel like all those organizations going had their hats in the ring as well as the other 29 organizations. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So
Yep.
so if you asking me today, I'm leaning more towards that. That's just my theory, though. You know what I mean? Ain't no concrete evidence behind that. That's just me trying to connect some dots. But I think
uh,
Arch Manning is the dude they're gonna really pursue. So this year, with Derek Carr missing this year, I just don't think that Derek Carr would have made any difference anyway. They definitely got that young boy that
Facts.
like little Patrick Mahomes still on the team,
Yep.
the
Spencer
mixed kid.
Rattler.
Yeah, so I feel like they going he gonna be the starter this year, and they gonna be looking to make some moves in next year's draft. Cause they got better quarterbacks coming out, like Ryan was speaking to earlier. So it's a couple cats. This dude Nico,
Mm-hmm.
Arch is a couple quality
Yep.
quarterbacks coming out of next year's draft. So I think they gonna be leaning more towards next year versus trying to land somebody right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. This is Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Oh, it was gonna be it was gonna be a QB controversial all year anyway. Like y'all go with Spencer Rattler, let Derek Carr go somewhere else.
Walk
Like
off into the sunset
Don't
or
nobody
something.
want him. His
no,
Yeah, he might
contract
want big
crazy.
papers.
I think
look,
they about to pay him 40 mil this year.
nah, look. Oh well, my man. What's his name? My man. What is his name? Boy, they just hired as the coach. They just won the Super Bowl
Oh,
with
Kellen Moore.
Cullen Moore. Damn, Cullen Moore. When you thought your plate was small, and then it just went to a mega large. Like
I
damn,
don't
bro.
think he ever. I
Yep.
don't think he was betting on Derek Carr
I don't
ever.
Yeah,
think so either.
I don't think so
Agreed.
neither.
Agreed.
Kid is younger, and he more mobile, and I think he could throw it better. So, like I said, I think this
Mm,
is gonna be this only reason Derek Carr is a veteran. You can't dismiss a veteran quarterback. I
hmm
mean, but still, like you
Yeah,
gotta.
but when you become a head coach of an organization, though, you don't want nobody old work though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
Yep.
that could get you
Especially as
fired
long as he
fast.
been in the
Guys
league.
let them
He an
somebody
older
else in.
quarterback at this point.
yeah,
Completely agree. Completely
bro.
agree. Chill. You want to go out there and draft your guy. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Whoever you
yeah,
see. You feel even we seen it with
yeah.
Andy Reid. Both stops. He said, I need Donovan and I need Patrick. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Even though he coming into a situation where I mean, he'll probably in this draft he'll probably be like, all right, do we
he
need a
might
quarterback?
pass.
That's what I'm saying. But
He
the
might
kid
not
is
love anybody. Yeah.
right. But the kid has some.
Like you said.
He had some shine last year, man. Yeah. I know the first time he got thrown in the rings, he got crushed. But when
Yeah.
they see Washington later, the kid was shining. The kid
And it
was
was a
selling.
You
different
talking about
team though.
Spencer
Like Kellen
Rattler?
Moore might build a more like successful offense for him. You get what I'm saying? That's going to be a whole different offense. But I'm just saying, like watching him throughout college, I've never really liked like just Spencer Rattler's composure. He always going to do some stupid stuff. Like he really don't see the field that well. He got a strong arm and he athletic, but that's
Yeah,
about as far as it goes with him.
but
Man,
the
the Cowboys need to come up off Dak Prescott. They need to trade for Dak Prescott. Send Dak to New Orleans. I'm telling y'all, this kid Joe
Ooh,
Milton gonna be something serious for the Cowboys, man.
Kellen Moore don't want to
hey,
deal with that
listen,
problem. He already
Bazooka
had that
Joe.
project. Kellen Moore already had that project. He don't want that project no more. He done that. He done that. He gonna go. He probably go the quarterback from LSU because his dad went with him.
Yeah,
His dad went with him. He was the quarterback coach for us last year. His dad went
Mhm.
down there. His dad went to he went to New Orleans with Kellen Moore. So they probably be
yeah.
drafting Nutmiser from LSU. Look out
All
for that.
right,
Okay.
we're gonna look out for that
Okay.
here on the MadMizzy
Yep.
Sports Show.
We'll be looking out for that set first right here by Ron. You feel what I'm saying? Our
Mhm.
insider. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I completely agree with both of y'all. You don't expect to have any type of success. I mean, I'm not gonna say any type of success, especially in the South, like it's always up in the air. But
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, you're not expecting to compete for no Super Bowl with Derek
Right.
Carr and Kellen Moore ain't going down there to sign up and be the head coach to not try to go down there and bring them back to prominence. You feel what I'm saying? And I do think it's a thing to think about to just have one reset year. You feel what I'm saying? You go out there, you get the best talent that's out there, kind of like Q was saying. You give Spencer Rattler a chance, see what he do. I mean, he might put some good tape out there to where you might be able to move him for some assets. But if he don't play well and you still got a higher pick, you got a lot more quality quarterbacks coming out of college next year. So it'll be a lot better draft to have a selection to choose from. So
Yeah.
I do think this might be a year for Kellen Moore to just throw it away, set the foundation, the expectations, get the players in there that he want, the talent in there that he want, kind of how like the Eagles did. You feel what I'm saying? And then you replace, then you throw the quarterback in there, kind of how like you know what I'm saying, like Alex, like Andy Reid did with Alex Smith. But then once he saw that quarterback he really wanted, nah, let me get that. You feel what I'm saying? How the Eagles kind of did when I mean they knew they had Carson, but they started seeing him cracking a little bit. Oh, let's go get Jalen Hurts just in case. And then you feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I do see I see him possibly doing that. You know what I'm saying? Taking that year off and building a
Derek
nice
Carr gonna be
team. So
coaching
when you
high
come in, you're
school
not
football next season. That's what Derek Carr gonna be at, coaching middle
or
school
I mean,
football or
I definitely
something.
see him going back to he's not gonna be in the NFL. He probably gonna be in you know, one of them college football analysts. I don't see him being an NFL analyst. He wasn't that good. But one of them college football bulls, yeah, for sure. For sure.
He
It's
You know what I'm
said,
hot
saying?
coaching eighth graders.
But no, I mean his brother is an NFL analyst, I think. So
He is.
he might be. I don't know.
he
He ain't gonna
said,
be in the NFL next year though. That's for damn sure. I don't see it. I don't see
He
it.
went straight. He went straight to high school though. Like
Send his
damn.
ass to high school, man.
Facts. I mean, if he want to coach, I mean, I think Brett Favre coaching in high school or something like that. So that ain't no, yeah, man. Them dudes like to, yeah, man. You know, they like to give back and go down there and swindle the folks. You feel what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother discussion. TJ Watt wants more than Miles Garrett, man. He's in contract negotiations with the Pittsburgh Steelers, threw up the deuces on his Instagram live or his Instagram story today. What's going on in Pittsburgh, man? Y'all don't have a quarterback. TJ Watt talking about I need more money. What's going on, man? Y'all concerned with what's going on in Pittsburgh? Is
No,
Mike
man.
Tomlin losing control?
No, man. When you start seeing people getting paid buku numbers, and you feel like you're the best at the position. It's time to renegotiate. If a contract was already put
Yep,
together, or if you next man up, it's time. But we all know how important TJ Watt is to the defense of the
yep.
Pittsburgh Steelers. So
Hmm.
let's get this money thing right, you know what I mean, so everybody can be happy because TJ Watt is somebody you want on your team moving forward. So
For
it ain't it ain't
sure.
it ain't it ain't crazy. He just see how much Miles Garrett got paid, and it's time to talk money now. Come on, guys.
Yep, yep.
Show me the money. That's what he's saying. And he
For
deserved
sure.
it. You know what I mean? Because like Ryan was saying last time, TJ Watt would have been his reigning defensive player of the year. You know, he got hurt or whatever. But TJ Watt serious. He need to get paid serious. You know what I mean? Because he's worthy of it.
Yep, yep,
I completely agree, and I keep saying, I keep using this term. This is a "what have you done for me" league, and like you said, I hit the market, and I know another player that do the same shit I do, and he just got a
yep.
bag. And I
Yep.
feel as though that same type of player
Yeah.
Hmm.
that
Show me
ball
the money.
Yep.
showed me the money. So if any Pittsburgh fans watching this right now, I'll be worried right now. I'll be sweating because you don't got
Just
no
show me the
quarterback.
money in the chat. If y'all watching on behalf of TJ Watt, right? Show me the money in the chat. We want to see how many people agree with us that he deserves to get paid.
That boy deserved every penny that
Yeah.
Miles
Every
Garrett,
penny.
every penny. And like I said, he was my defensive player the last 2 years. And you
Yeah.
Hmm.
and like I said, you want to talk about wins? He got the same amount of playoff wins Miles Garrett got. So
Right.
we can't
Yep.
even bring that up. We can't bring that
Yep.
up. Oh, he hasn't done nothing in the playoffs. Neither has Miles Garrett. So
Yep.
it's what we can talk about. Neither Miles Garrett, him, or Michael Parsons. So it's nothing. It's nothing
Yep.
we can talk about. But show me the money. So if
Yep.
But
Pittsburgh
that's
don't
a
get
good
this
point that
done,
you just paid, though, Ryan. That's a bunch of dudes who,
yeah,
get a lot of sacks or whatever, cause mayhem rushing the quarterback, but none of them dudes got real playoff
they
success.
don't got the other one.
I
So
mean, it's hard when it get cold and dudes like, bro, I'm running it right at you. I'm punching you in the mouth, and we ain't even gonna give you an opportunity to get no sacks. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of all those dudes you just named, they don't have a quarterback, or they quarterback folds in Micah's case. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as like Miles Garrett, it's like, bro, these dudes is just running at me. And then when they do pass, they putting three people on me. Same with TJ Watt. You feel what I'm saying? So, and
Yeah.
then you don't have that quarterback that can keep that pace up, because with dumb type of dudes, it's just one play that, you feel what
right,
I'm saying, changes the
right,
game. With
right.
Aaron Donald in the Super Bowl, it was that one play. Like, you know what I'm saying, Jamar Chase beats the hell out of
He was
Jalen
open.
Ramsey,
He was
but
wide
Aaron
open.
Donald beat the shit out of the offensive lineman, and he sacked Joe Burrow. You feel what I'm saying? It's just one play. You feel what I'm saying? So those dudes don't even get that opportunity because they just have inept offenses. You feel what I'm saying? But I completely agree. And in my opinion, y'all can tell me if y'all agree. This shit is the same situation. Y'all literally in the same division. The Browns were saying the same shit until Miles Garrett said, listen, all right, get me the fuck out of here, bro. Then they was like, all right, bro, we here, take this 45 mil a year. So we know at the end of the day, Pittsburgh is going to cut that check because they not going to have TJ Watt suiting up for another team. That's just not happening. Like, what? What? They don't. No.
He could
No,
always
that's
come to
not
the
happening.
Eagles. We could always, he had a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah, listen,
Eagles.
listen, man, listen. First
Too
off,
much.
Niners would get first dibs. That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost.
I
But
would love
no,
the Bird game, but that's too much
TJ,
money.
but TJ, man, like he's gonna get paid, and this is a part of the antics. We've seen it with everybody.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? The difference is, like, I think he's gonna get paid. I don't think Trey is gonna get paid. Like, that's a whole different story. I just don't think they got the money in Cincinnati. But aside from that, with every other superstar that goes through this, they typically get paid. You feel what I'm saying? So TJ Watt gonna get paid.
that's like because I knew Miles Garrett was gonna get paid. I definitely did knew Miles Garrett was gonna get paid. You don't let
Y'all gonna
nobody.
trade him to the Lions, and they gonna win the Super Bowl next year, huh?
Right.
No, y'all just gonna cut that check. Make sure y'all keep them seats filled out there in Cleveland, just like in Pittsburgh. You feel what I'm saying? You see nothing but 97s. You see nothing but 97s around the stadium. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't Philadelphia where you see a bunch of different jerseys. No, you got
Right,
one dude that's really carrying the popularity with the Steelers aside from their history. You feel what I'm saying right now? Because y'all
right,
got so much fluctuation. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
Like, you got one cornerstone superstar that's in the defensive MVP conversation every single year. That's TJ Watt. You cannot let him leave. You know what I mean?
right,
So get it
right.
done.
Get
Get
it
it done.
done.
Yeah, man. But that's our episode. Y'all got anything else before we get out of here? Y'all got anything y'all want to speak on?
Yeah, special shout out to the chat again, man. Without the chat, it would
Yep.
be no MadMizzy Sports show, you know what I'm saying? So we showing love to all the guys that show love to us, you know what I mean? If y'all looking to, rap with us, you can follow me on threads. I'm always on threads, talking sports. Uh
Yes, sir.
and get at us. And for the guys who's looking to support the machine, again, Cash App, money sign what up squad, Cash App, money sign what up squad. That's how you support the machine, man. We
And we
try and
trying to
keep it
bring
coming, you
back
know what I'm
open mic
saying?
Wednesday. So definitely reach out if you're trying to come on, give y'all opinion, especially with the NBA playoffs
Yo,
here.
I'm
You feel what I'm
thinking,
saying? We want to know what y'all thinking. We want to get the
yo,
the
let's
the
do
the ish
live
talking
reaction Wednesdays. If we can't, on the way of building up Wednesdays, let's do some live reactions, man, on
for
Wednesdays.
sure.
That way, we can clip it up, put it out on YouTube. Live reactions, man. If we can't, gather the talent right now. We building.
For
Guys,
sure.
we building. Help us build.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Completely agree. Any message before we get out of here, Ron?
Ah man, just keep watching, keep tuning in. Keep tuning in,
Yep.
man. We can talk.
Yes, sir. And like you said, we appreciate y'all. Without y'all, we nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And we see the views going up on the shorts. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna try to keep everything aligned with what we speak about. You feel what I'm saying? So stay tuned. We will be back. I'm assuming tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we'll keep y'all updated. And yeah, this is MadMizzy Sports, Mizzy World Entertainment. Make sure if y'all want to support the machine, what's the Cash App again, Q?
Dollar sign, what up, squad? Dollar sign, what up, squad? Is
In
how
the
you
comment
support the
section.
machine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, comment, share, subscribe,
Please,
alert, share. You feel what I'm saying? Share, share, share. You feel what I'm saying? Enjoy the WNBA draft. We all got Paige Becker's going number one, right?
for
Paige
sure,
Yeah,
Becker's.
for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man. Paige Becker's. It's gonna be crazy once Juju get there. That WNBA gonna be crazy once Juju get there, man. The
Please, Harry.
stars gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy. Feel what I'm saying? Enjoy the night though. We'll see y'all. Squad.
Love you so, Juju.